What's up, everybody? So this took me a little bit longer than I anticipated. I took my camera apart and I forgot some settings for not having used the camera for a long time in filming myself. So it was mostly manual focus, and I just got it up and running to get back into autofocus mode, which of course I will be needing when I'm filming myself because I'm not behind the camera. Okay, so it's been a long time since my last video, and as promised I will be monitoring my way to the Ironman of Klagenfurt the 16th of June this year, and it will be my first full distance Ironman. I have up until this point done numerous shorter distances, sprint distance, Olympic distance, and I've done 2 half distance or middle distance. One being the Ironman 70.3 in Vichy, France. I think it was 2019, and last summer I participated in the Challenge Almere Amsterdam here in the Netherlands, which was a really good race. I came back from an injury, so this was the first real test for me to see if I was up and able to be racing again. And I also tested out my new bike, my Canyon Speed Max, which I really loved. Before that, in the preparation, I have done a 1/3 distance, which was new to me, and the run was shorted in 1/3 of the distance, so eventually we only had to run 10 kilometers, which under the circumstances that day was perfectly fine for me, because it was really hot and there were a lot of people coming up with heat strokes and everything. So I have started training in December. Yeah, I picked up my training back in December, so I took the liberty to take some time off because I was switching jobs, and we of course had our son Leonardo in the summer, in August, just before I participated in the Challenge Almere. So it was a really busy time for us in the last few months, so I decided to take some time off and to spend some time with the family just around the holidays, and I slowly eased my way back into training. I started January participating in one of those Garmin badge challenges where I had to run at least a mile every day so I could get used to the impact of training on my body. And then I slowly picked up swimming as well, just did some more technique training. I think I started off with once a week. I can check and I'll bring it up in one of my future videos. So I started swimming once a week again, and I really focused on technique and just getting some feel for the water again. I think maximum distances in the beginning were about 800 meters, so warm up of about 200 meters as I usually do. Then I think 400 meters freestyle, and then the cooling down would be 200 meters as well. It's quite funny and it's quite confusing because breaststroke in the Netherlands is freestyle, and it's something else in English, how we would say breaststroke in the Netherlands. So freestyle is what I usually swim, and I switch it up sometimes with breaststroke. I don't do any backstroke or butterfly. Could be that it's a really good cross training, but I just don't no, it's a waste of time for me. So I do implement some drills. So I did start with the pool boy as well. I'm really trying to get used to swimming just on the upper body, because I think the prediction for Klagenfurt is about 94% on wetsuit legal for non-professional athletes, so age groupers. So chances are really big that I will be able to swim in my wetsuit. My wetsuit's really great. I have an Orca S7, I think, which really improves the buoyancy around the hip and leg area, which has always been a really problem for me with swimming. So yeah, pool boy. And I also switched up something else. I used to do my kicks with a kickboard, and I decided to ditch the kickboard and do this with a snorkel, pure snorkel, and then stretch out the arm, put the snorkel, and then just kick the feet. The focus is more on the alignment, because if I'm using the kickboard and I'm having the kickboard on the front side of my body, my legs will easily sink like this, which is not a really good development for me for my swim stroke. So, okay, swimming. Bike riding, I think I started riding my bike maybe the end of January. Yes, I ordered my tax just before I went overseas for a trip for work, and that was at the end of January. I cleaned up my shed for the biggest part possible. We still have some work to do. We're waiting for better circumstances, so a longer period of dry weather outside. It's really good right now. You might be able to see it, but yeah, today was, I think, the first of good days here in the Netherlands. Temperatures vary from about 13 to 15 degrees. It's really been sunny since this morning, I think, and I think they expect the weather to be like this for the next week. Okay, coming back to the bike. So I ordered the what's it called, Garmin Tax Neo 2T in January, and I installed it at the end of January, just before I went overseas. And I started riding in the first week of February in the weekend. Yeah, so I've been riding my bike since February. And I've done some of these challenges just to get used to the tax and the indoor trainer feeling again, because I used to own one of those wheel-on trainers by Wahoo Kicker Snap, I think. Yeah, I sold it to somebody, so I hope he's really happy with my former trainer, and I decided to buy a direct drive trainer just because I will be spending a lot of hours in it, and I think it has to be one of the better parts of equipment. I want to do a lot of riding outdoors, but the weather in the Netherlands is just there's too much uncertainties in our weather. And the last time, I can still remember the last time I was in a crash where a scooter hit me from the left side and ended up smashing my bike and my body. And I don't want to have any injuries this time leading up to a triathlon, especially not when it's my first full distance. And that's also one of the other things that I've really changed over the last few weeks, I think maybe even months. So I started with this in December as well, is really focus on my recovery. So I've prioritized sleep since the beginning of this year. So I think there might have been a few occasions where I didn't meet the sleep goals that are presented on the Garmin. Getting enough rest, so not doing, for instance, long days of shopping or walking or doing anything else when I have, for instance, my big bike rides on the Saturdays. And try when I have the busiest days of the week, I will generally implement my rest days. So Mondays are mostly the most busiest day of the week. So those are the days where I will be putting in my rest days. I think that's all for today. So today I'm 15k run with just an easy pace. So I think I averaged 6:05 minutes per kilometer, or 6:10 maybe. Nothing too heavy. And just sat around and chilled a little bit. So the Ironman is, like I said, 16th of June, which is 104 days from now. So the idea is to make 100 videos, at least 100 videos leading up to the Ironman race, where I will be documenting my training, my nutrition, my recovery, my competitions in between, if there will be any, because the training calendar for this year is seemingly very empty. I don't know if there's still to be events added to the calendar, or that the calendar is going to remain this empty. But also I've noticed that the majority of the races here in the Netherlands, due to the lower temperatures, are just around the time when I'm planning my first full distance. So I'm going to have to be a little bit creative in maybe organizing my own half distance, which I'm planning to do, and combine it with the Enschede Marathon, where I will be participating in the half marathon. So I'm hoping I can organize something where I will be going out for a swim outdoor and then maybe train on the indoor trainer and then get over to Enschede on time just to start the half marathon, which will be a little bit a logistic challenge. If it won't work out, it won't work out. We'll just see. That will wrap it up for today. And like I said, 100 videos. I think it's one of those advices I picked up from at least Mr. Beast. He said, make 100 videos and then we'll talk. So, and just trust the process over improving each video. I think there are some more famous YouTubers or CEOs that claim that this is the way forward. So yeah, that's what I've done. I've stripped down my camera just to make it a little bit more portable for me so I can take it around. I will not be running with this thing, so I think I will incorporate some videos that will be shot on either my phone or my Awesome Action. Yeah, and that's it for today. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or any tips for me, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want to see more of my videos, then subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much and enjoy your day.